New tonight now, it is a challenge faced by many families, keeping elderly loved ones living in their own homes. One Staten Island family says that's what they tried to do for their father, but they say that home health care aides they relied on to care for him instead put his life at risk, and it was all caught on tape. CBS 2 investigates.
Please help me.
It's disturbing to watch.
I'm sick and tired of you doing this.
99-year-old Peter Mazza under the care of home health aides that his children say terrified and abused him.
It's still pretty hard to deal with it.
They say all their father wanted was to live his last days in his own home.
We tried our best to give him the ending that he wanted.
In one video, the aide refuses to help Mazza after he falls.
I'm not picking you up.
Yeah, calm down, please.
I am not picking you up. My back is sick. You're going to have to be tied to the chair or something.
Another aide forces Mazza back into his bed and wraps him in a blanket.
I was in disbelief with it. I couldn't believe it was really happening, that anybody could treat another human being that way.
Mazza is supposed to be assisted when he walks, but this aide on the right side of your screen stays on the couch and watches him fall. The aide does not call 911. Mazza is later found to have had fractured ribs and a head injury. He died in a nursing home 2 months later.
As time goes on, it's hard. Now it's a lot harder.
Nearly 4 million elderly Americans are abused each year, but experts say finding good home health care is particularly difficult. The agencies are licensed by the state, but there is little oversight, and complaints about the agencies are not available to the public.
There's no real way for people to know whether they're dealing with the right agency.
Geriatric care manager Jack Halprin says families have to do their own screening. He says to ask for references, interview the aide in the home, and also check online reviews.
They must do their homework.
The agency that provided Mazza's aides refused to do an interview, but in a statement said, the Visiting Nurse Service of New York and Partners in Care have zero tolerance for any staff member who violates our mission to care for the city's vulnerable populations.
It's just very disturbing.
The Mazzas say they did the best they could for their father, and now the only way to make sense of this ordeal is to warn others.
It's horrible he's gone, but if we can save one other life, then we honored him.
Visiting Nurse the Service of New York said that the aide who watched Mr. Mazza fall was immediately fired, and the 2 other aides are suspended and now under investigation. The Mazzas have filed a lawsuit against the agency and Partners in Care.